Hello, welcome back to the Escape Pod. Thank you for escaping with us. That's Alex. I'm Andrew.
And as always, with great power comes great bye ability. We have a guest today.
Woo!
Ladies and gentlemen, let's give a round of applause for Sammy J Reacts.
Thank you so much for having me. I never thought I would be here, but
And
I
never
portaled in.
Oh,
you
yes,
portaled in?
I actually
yeah.
portaled in the sling ring. I don't know
Where's the
whose
sling
it
ring?
was. It felt like it was used when I came in here, so that's a
Yeah,
little
I use
odd.
it every
don't know
once in
who
a while. I
used
visit
it.
his mom like every night with it. All the way to Florida.
Respect. I like that.
Yeah. So why is it bye ability? Because we just watched.
Deadpool and Wolverine, obviously that's the opening scene. This is coming out in a couple weeks. We can talk about it.
Yeah, one of the best scenes ever, by the way.
It's a great opening scene.
Is it the best? Deadpool.
Deadpool scene period?
Yeah, just Deadpool
Probably.
scene period.
What's better?
Do you think that beats the highway scene from the first movie?
Yeah,
The
I think it
highway
does.
scene is so good.
I
The
think it
highway
does.
scene is great.
It's great, but this is
I
better.
don't know.
Barely.
I mean, at least the highway scene had like funny remarks for everyone that was in the cast.
Yeah, I mean,
Like
I guess.
Riders, the real heroes. Right.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
like,
that was so good.
I've never said this before, but don't swallow. It's pretty solid.
Oh, so good.
So funny.
This guy's got the right idea. He's wearing the brown pants.
Yeah, but the dancing and the fact that he's just murdering massive amounts of people with Logan's corpse is pretty amazing.
A lot of people...
We didn't spoil the warning at all.
You're right. Spoiler warning for Deadpool Wolverine, a movie that, as of this coming out, it came out 2 weeks ago.
A week
so
or
we're
two,
fine.
maybe
We're
a
fine.
week. Yeah, we'll see.
And that's the opening scene, so we're good. This is something I did want to say. A lot of people got mad at me a couple weeks ago in our Deadpool Wolverine review because they said I was nitpicking the movie too much.
You were.
You want to know a nitpick that's too much that I thought about, but I didn't want to include it in my review because I thought it was nitpicking too much? Deadpool is not strong enough to be breaking apart an adamantium skeleton.
That's true. He's kind of cooking. I'm not.
Was
gonna
he
lie.
actually breaking the bones apart?
Yeah,
Yes,
he
he's,
breaks
like,
off a
ripping
rib.
off
I don't
the
remember
ribs.
that. He ripped it off like
Yes.
completely.
And
And,
like
then
his
it's
fingers.
like and he rips off the fingers. No, can't do that. He cannot do that. Another nitpick. In Loki, they specifically say the only way to get out of the void is a temp pad. Or else, any single Doctor Strange variant that they send there could just sling ring out of there.
That one I'm not giving you as
Somebody
much.
said, well, it makes sense if you see the sling ring is enhanced by Infinity Stones.
Yep, it's got the reality and the time stone on
Well,
it.
guess what? They specifically say in Loki
They
that
don't
the
work.
stones don't work.
Yeah.
So another nitpick. I didn't include either of those complaints in my original review.
What's the name of the monster in the void?
Alioth from Loki
Alioth.
season
I
1,
called him
episode
Abeloth.
5.
Yeah, so it's not Abeloth. So
What
if
is
you're gonna
Abeloth?
nerd out, maybe you should name
What is
things properly.
Abeloth?
Called
I
it
don't know.
Abeloth?
Fuck you guys.
Yeah.
It's one episode.
I'll listen to
Loki.
your reality stone not working in the void when you can name not Aberoth.
Well, anyway, we've got Sammy J here. We're going to start off with Hot Seat. I did want to start by saying this is a crazy record we have on the podcast. A record has been broken. This is the first time we've ever had a guest on the podcast older than Andrew. Yes.
Wow, it's possible.
Sammy J
Yeah.
is soon to be retired.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
And matter of, I'm trying
Yes.
to life max
Yeah,
here.
the
Yeah,
social
yeah.
security checks are about to come in.
There's
right?
cashing checks,
Yeah,
breaking
yeah.
necks.
I'm
all of that.
Congratulations.
Thank you so
I'll
much.
drink to you, man.
Oh, we
That's
didn't give him a
incredible.
mug.
You just better hope.
Oh, you want a mug?
Oh, yeah, hell yeah, I want a mug.
Okay, well, you got a couple options. You got
You have Gwen
Spider-Gwen.
Stacy.
Okay.
You've got
Miles.
Spider-Punk.
I'm taking Spider-Punk.
Yeah.
I don't even need to see the last one.
Yep, let's do it. All right, we want to start with some hot seat.
Yeah,
Let's do it. You want to set the timer?
sure.
I'm saying 5. Good old 5.
I was thinking 5.
Good old 5.
Do you have questions prepared?
Nope.
Oh, okay.
But I'm locked in.
You're
I'm
kind
locked
of.
in, twin.
You can take the amount of locked in that you are, and I'm more
Are you locked in maxing right now?
I'm
Locked in
maxed.
maxing?
I'm maxed out on the locked.
All right, you ready? 3, 2, 1. Favorite movie of this year so far?
I have two that I'm going back and forth on
Okay.
constantly.
Yeah.
Either Furiosa
Okay.
or Doom Part 2.
Okay.
Right now, I would say the slight edge is Doom Part 2, but that's only because I've only seen Furiosa 3 times. But I've seen Doom 2 5 times.
Why is
Okay.
Furiosa good?
Do I need to go on an extreme tangent
No,
right now?
I mean we only got 5 minutes for this, so just give me like a bullet point. Or
I
two.
just love George Miller as a visionary director. He
Sure.
emulates a lot of what Sam Raimi does, and his visual style is incredible. Plus, it's a really incredible story of like an odyssey of Furiosa the character. I mean, pretty much straightforward. I can say it like that. Plus, that scene between her and Chris Hemsworth at the end when they're talking
arm.
about just being the polar opposites of each other is just insane.
All right.
It's literally Batman. It's literally the Dark Knight scene between the Joker and the Batman at the end there. It's on that level.
Okay, and
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is. You're insane.
No.
What was-
Don't shake your head over here.
No.
What was-
It's on that level.
what was your favorite movie of last year?
There is a correct answer here.
Is last year 2023?
Yes.
It's Across the Spider-Verse.
Excellent. Clink me.
I got this for a reason.
Thank you. So, TASM 2. The Amazing Spider-Man 2. What do you think?
Listen. Hear me out. Just hear me out.
I'm listening.
I always say this. I think you might have said this too before. I don't know. It's got some of the best Spider-Man moments ever put to a silver screen.
Yep.
But also some of the worst moments ever put to the silver screen for a Spider-Man movie. So it's kind of mid, is what I would say TASM 2 is.
You think it balances out to be mid?
I think it balances out to be mid. I think there's people that are way too harsh on it. It's definitely not the worst Spider-Man movie. Like, I think that's crazy. And then you think it's the worst, don't you?
It's down there.
You might need to be euthanized.
What do you think is worse?
Are you kidding me?
Give it to me. Don't
Worse
say
than TASM 2?
Yeah, don't say Spider-Man Lotus. That doesn't count.
Spider-Man 3.
What do I have lower
Oh,
than
you
TASM 2?
like all the Raimi movies, right?
I love the Raimi movies.
I
have
put
them.
Spider-Man 3 below it. I put Far From Home below it. I put Homecoming below it.
Say that again. Spider-Man 3 is crazy, by the way. Spider-Man 3 is great.
No, it's not.
It's incredible.
If you're talking about having high highs and lows, Spider-Man 3 does, and I think the lows are worse than TASM 2. But I have TASM beneath TASM 2. I have Far From Home beneath it, and I have Homecoming
You
beneath
know what's crazy? Is I actually think it's my last rated live-action Spider-Man movie.
Is the Amazing
So
Spider-Man
I might have actually just contradicted. I think I like TASM 1. I don't know. They could flip-flop. TASM 1 or TASM 2 could be the worst in my
it.
opinion.
You like Far From Home and Homecoming better than TASM 2?
Yeah.
Yeah, I got no words, my man. I got no words. Your turn.
But I love them all. Don't come at me in the comments. I'm a Spider-Man meat writer.
Clearly.
You have 150,000 subscribers on YouTube.
I hit 150,000? That's
well,
breaking news to me. Thanks.
You're at 149. I'm sorry. It's
49
close
is a
enough.
great number, though.
Yeah, absolutely. Fuck you. We'll talk about that later.
All right. I got another question.
Do you have any advice for any upcoming content creators,
Yes.
social media people?
So-
Obviously, you're successful on TikTok, but you know, TikTok's TikTok.
I think it's going to sound cliche. Thanks for asking that question.
yeah.
And thanks for shouting me out on that.
Yeah.
But I try to respond to as many people that reach out to me in general. And I always say the same advice. It sounds really cliche. And I'm going to point myself to the camera to really
Please.
talk to the audience. But be yourself. Don't be afraid to be yourself. And consistency. It's literally those two things. And I think these two gentlemen can probably attest to that. Like, just never give up and don't be afraid to be yourself on camera, because there's nothing better than being yourself and having other people be attracted to what you are. And that's going to be the real people that, support you and you kind of mess with anyway. So if I had biggest advice for content creators, it would be do what you love, talk about what you love, be passionate about it, be yourself about it, and stay consistent. Don't give up, because we all get in the dog days of having our content kind of go through the ringer.
Absolutely.
And yeah, that'd be my biggest piece of advice.
Good shit.
How long have you been doing content?
Officially content, I've actually messed around and made YouTube videos since like 2013. I started off, my first ever YouTube video is a top 10 49ers from 2012. I made that when I was in high school.
Nice.
Oh God, I just dated myself.
Yeah.
You're old as shit.
I'm
dude.
pretty old, yeah. I'm not gonna lie. But so technically, since 2012, but in this sphere, about 2 years now. Started first ever TikTok video / YouTube video was in 2022.
Okay.
Okay. Tell us something outside of content that you like doing that people don't know about you.
Good pull.
That's a great question. So obviously, love hanging out with my family, my girlfriend. She means the world to me. Shout out to Danielle if you're watching. You're my rock. Love you. But I love.
Shout out. I don't have anybody to shout out. Okay, keep going. Frick.
I love to play basketball. Basketball is my favorite sport. Football is my favorite sport to watch and enjoy and just talk about and give Alex shit about the Rams being ass.
Oh, I'll give you shit about the 49ers being ass.
Listen,
Kyle Shanahan,
relax.
big game.
Relax. His nuts do get into his throat when the playoffs come, but let's put it down. But yeah, I would say outside of that, I'm a big sports guy. Love music. I'm pretty much like everyone else. I say this not to be corny, but anytime I meet someone in person and they're like, "Oh my God, you're Sammy J Reacts," like that happens a lot.
All the time.
Like
all the time, brother.
But I just say I'm a normal guy, just like how Peter Parker says it on the bridge scene in 2001. Because that's literally how I feel.
Are
one of the
you a
boys.
Red Zone guy at all?
Dude,
Religion.
you guys got Scott Hansen on this podcast.
we did.
How crazy was that?
I got on my knees and I did the wolf meme. I don't know if you've seen that wolf meme where he rips the shirt. I was like, no. It should have been me.
How crazy! Did you see
But
that?
I'm so happy for you guys. It was so
Did you
cool.
see
He was a
that?
big nerd too. Like
dude,
I was
unbelievable.
not,
It was
I
such a
wasn't
good
expecting
episode.
him to pull out the freaking encyclopedia.
Unbelievable. This motherfucker turns it. We're like explaining. We're debating who would be a better football player, Quicksilver or Nightcrawler. And he's
The play-by-play was insane. I watched the
Unreal.
entire thing because I think
Unreal. The goat.
that podcast episode was literally like me in a nutshell.
Oh, it was
Like
amazing.
it was football, comics.
No, it was
Oh my
amazing.
God.
He knew. I mean,
And
the
he knew
knowledge.
everything.
And how about the 1 hour of commercial-free podcasting?
And then takes a piss 20
oh,
minutes into the
dude.
podcast.
Oh, I was
So
crying.
Is Scott Hansen a fraud?
Last one.
Yeah.
Just kidding.
When is the last time you cried, and why?
That's a great
getting
question.
personal.
Let me get in here.
We didn't change the whiteboard, by the way.
That's gonna take. It takes a lot for me to cry. I think the last one that I can vividly remember when I cried, it's probably a movie. I'm not gonna lie because I spent a lot of my time just watching movies. Which
Just being on the
movie was
podcast.
it? Which movie was it? It was probably the one. The one I can think of off the top of my head. It probably isn't the most recent one, but the one that I think of the most is the end of Blue Beetle.
Blue Beetle came out like 2 years ago. You haven't cried
No,
in
it
the last.
came out last year.
It came out last year.
Like late last year.
Yeah, it came out like summer of last year, like August, I think.
So you haven't cried.
was, like,
in a,
right
you
after
haven't
the
cried in a
strikes.
year.
Not that I can remember vividly,
guy's-
to be honest with you.
this guy's a G.
I tried not to cry. There are multiple times where you get me close, but
Dude,
I would
cry
say
all
the
the
end of
time.
Blue Beetle.
We cry all the time. We're
All
emotional.
the time. We're emotional guys.
I mean, I wake up every morning and
cry.
scream at myself in the mirror like Jake Gyllenhaal and Nightcrawler and say, "I hate you."
Yeah.
That's the great way to
so
get
does
your morning
Alex
started.
Coleman.
Yeah.
I hate myself.
So does Coco.
I cried
Shout out to the
yesterday.
cameos,
I cried
by the way.
yesterday because let me get in the camera.
Get in here.
I saw a video on TikTok, and it was
Pick
that
a
Drake
mic.
song.
Pick a
It was-
mic. Quick.
It
Quick.
was a video of someone saying, "Let me tell you about my brother though" with that Drake song, and it was just showing a bunch of homies hanging out, and I was like,
You
Damn.
cried
God,
because of
I was
that.
thinking about my best friends, and I was like, I'm just grateful to be on this
So
planet.
you were picturing
Yeah.
all of us.
Yeah, I was just picturing everyone in the pod. And it was just,
Yeah.
Damn.
Fair enough.
The greatest cameo.
Is there
Deadpool.
is there a reason you're just like holding the Wolverine popcorn bucket off camera, or
I'm gonna use the bathroom in a bit. So.
okay, all right. Yeah, crying every morning. That's
Gross.
I use that.
gross.
one earlier.
Crying every morning.
Yeah.
No, using the. He's
Oh.
gonna go to
Hey.
the bathroom.
All my homies are in that one. I like that.
Rachel told me she cries every single morning, but it's mainly because of you.
Probably.
Yeah.
What's up, Rachel? Say hi to everybody.
Rachel's here too. Okay.
They can't see you wave.
We got a couple of segments. You want to just let's since Deadpool Wolverine came out, let's just go ahead and talk about that real quick, and we're gonna do agree, disagree, and underrated, overrated afterwards. So,
Correct.
Love that,
Real
love
quick. I mean, we've already done a whole review on it. We might have talked
Yeah.
about it in a couple other episodes, but give
I
us.
started with some nitpicking.
Yeah.
Yeah, you start. Deadpool and Wolverine out of 10. What do you think?
Out of 10, I'm definitely leaning more towards both of your guys' opinions. I'm in the 6 to 7 range, unfortunately.
Okay. Yeah.
Even though my first time watching it was with that incredible crowd at the
Yeah.
Soups fan experience, that was insane.
Round of applause, real quick,
Yeah.
everybody
Can we
in this
just-
room. Soup's unbelievable event. Unbelievable.
But yeah, so I was kind of disappointed with the movie in general. Like, even with all of the big pops and cameos and everything, like, don't get me wrong, I'm a huge comic nerd, so it was cool to see some of those come to life and fruition. I don't know if we're going into spoilers.
Yeah, spoiler alert, I guess.
When Wesley Snipes pulls up and fucking...
Yeah.
Oh my God, that was one time when I was like, okay, I'll allow myself to get freaky and just get nasty
Get
and dirty
freaky.
because I was not expecting Wesley Snipes of all
Yeah,
people
no,
to be in that
definitely
movie
not.
with all the tumultuous production issues with that.
So, like, give us your main reason for saying.
But
it's that
main
low.
reason that it's that low is because it feels like it's a parody of itself. Like, it's bordering on being a parody. Like, it's
Why are you saying that?
because it feels like it's trying to be the inside joke that you don't know, but it's the butt of that inside joke. If that makes sense. Like, it's saying a joke and then it actually does that joke. Like, it's not really. It's trying to do the whole meta thing of like poking fun at the own medium, but then also doing it and being hypocritical about it. So it's like.
So
What are
if
we
you're
doing?
talking about exposition, sure, because like there are a couple of things where he's like, "It's the third act, guys. We're almost done,"
Mm-hmm.
or like he turns to the camera and says the word exposition like once or twice.
Yeah.
And I was like, it's funny that you're poking fun at it, but you're also doing a bad job.
Yeah.
About it. So I see what you're saying there.
You know what I mean?
But everything else, like the way they handle him taking the camera over and saying "suck it, Fox," and the
That was
pegging isn't
good.
new for
I'll
me,
give you
friend,
that.
but it is for Disney. I think
Like,
I didn't feel that overall.
I think it's definitely hit or miss, and that's always been like the Deadpool humor, to be honest with you. And it might just be that it's wearing out for me, just because I've seen it twice. I've seen it already the same shtick twice, and even though it was in the MCU, it didn't feel like it did anything super crazy with the MCU stuff. Like, I thought they would get even crazier with some of the jokes about the MCU. I'm not gonna lie to you, and I think the only thing we really got was just the "suck it, Fox."
The Pinocchio up the ass.
The Pinocchio up the ass was
Yeah.
pretty good. I'm not gonna lie.
So
Endgame movie movies post Endgame.
That was funny. I'm not
That was
gonna lie.
funny.
I think
It's
yeah,
been steadily
Really
great
going
since Endgame.
Nice pool, yeah. So that's your main complaint is it just kind of felt like a parody of itself.
it
the whole
felt
time?
like it took every single fan theory and tweet, Reddit post, whatever you want to call it, and just put it into this movie to service the fans. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, I didn't feel that, but again, I'm a little lower on it than a lot of people, I think. But
Yeah.
so I agree with some of the flaws.
Here's something we haven't talked about Deadpool and Wolverine yet. Shall we rank the
3 Deadpools.
top 5 characters
Oh.
based on how hot they are? Who are the hottest characters in this movie?
Well, Hugh Jackman's number 1.
Yeah, Hugh Jackman.
Should we do a draft?
No, I'm
Let's
sorry.
do a draft.
I think we could do a draft.
we're
I'm not
doing a
gonna lie to
draft.
you.
We're gonna do
Are
a
there
draft.
enough characters in the movie?
There's
Absolutely.
more
Half
than
of
enough
them are Ryan
characters
Reynolds.
in the movie.
You all ready?
Let's do it.
We're doing 5
going off
each.
the dome.
We're
I'm
doing
going off the
5
dome.
each.
That's insane.
Going
okay.
off the dome.
Who's starting?
Pick a number 1 through 3.
7. Oh, for 2.
What the? What the?
Me when I'm on like absolute.
Rachel, what? She said 7.
She's on that shit that Deadpool. She's
Locked in.
She's locked in.
You said 7.
Coco, 1 through 3.
2.
All right, you're first.
Oh, man.
I'm first.
It's going this way.
So it looks like I'll be winning this draft because I'm taking Hugh Jackman's Wolverine.
Darn it. All right.
Those abs? Are you kidding me? They oiled him up at the end.
No, it was crazy. When the shirt ripped off, I was all for it.
I'm not gonna lie. I got a little.
And he's just so handsome. Okay,
Give it to me.
I'm going Lady Deadpool.
Damn.
That's a good. That's a great set.
Dude, I'm not gonna lie to you. I said this to Rachel last night, much to her chagrin. Dude, Lady Deadpool. Like I didn't notice this at the first time I watched it, but last night when they go Uzi time and she goes
Uzi time, baby.
I was.
Blake Lively's got a nice voice.
I should have worn my white
You
pants.
started
I
whipping out the
holy
Wolverine
balls.
bucket. Yeah.
This movie, yeah, you probably should have worn your white and brown pants at the same time. If
Yeah.
that's even possible.
That was
like
crazy.
a stitched together
Yeah,
one.
yeah.
Half and
Crazy.
half.
Dude,
Yeah.
the Uzi time, baby. I was like,
The hips were not lying either.
Dude,
no, absolutely not.
so hot. All right, your turn.
You're not allowed to say that. I'm a feminist.
Come on.
I identify as a feminist. Yeah.
All right, so you've got Lady Deadpool. You've got Hugh.
I think we've clearly got the top 2.
Yeah, we got the
picks.
top 2 picks off the
So
board.
give me Matthew McConaughey, obviously.
That does not. Come on. What are we talking about?
What?
Matthew McConaughey plays Cowboy Deadpool.
Yeah, but he's not even hot.
I mean, sure,
he's
you
in a
can pick
costume.
that. You
though.
don't
Actually,
even
yeah,
see
take
his
that. No,
face.
actually, no, you're right. Take
You
that.
don't see
Great
Lady
pick.
Deadpool's face.
We
pick.
don't need to.
Yeah.
What's Matthew McConaughey?
Great.
Matthew McConaughey
Yeah,
is hot
but-
as shit.
It's not Matthew
right,
McConaughey.
I
You
get
don't
it.
see him. That's fine.
Yeah.
I get.
That's
the
a great
next-
pick. I like that.
I get the next pick.
Keep picking like that.
I'm gonna shit in your mouth.
It's like Rams picks.
All right, and
That's why he likes the Rams. He's
Well,
used
guess
to
what?
bad
The
picks.
Rams much better
'Cause they're
drafters
used to
historically than
ramming
the fucking
terrible
49ers.
picks. They're used to ramming terrible picks.
All right,
into
we
the-
trade away all of our picks, and we still have a lot more depth.
F them kids.
Hufanga goes
them
down, and you
kids.
have no
F them
secondary.
kids.
With my second overall pick, I'm gonna go with Peter.
At
Dude.
the end, Peter,
Yeah.
when Hunter B15 is looking him up and down like a snack.
Mm-hmm.
I think
There you go.
that's not a bad pick.
Yeah.
Yes, it is.
It's a horrible
Andrew's
pick.
pick.
It's not bad.
Peter's a good pick, but he's clearly like a 3rd round draft pick. You still have Nice Pool for
Yeah.
one thing.
So
You're
go
insane.
get
Hair.
nice pool. Go
So-
get nice pool.
I'm probably gonna go that. There's one other that I was thinking. Oh yeah. Okay, I'm gonna go. Yeah, I'm gonna go Nice Pool.
Oh, thank God.
Who are you picking?
Frick, I know who he's gonna pick.
Jennifer Garner.
Of course.
It's Jennifer Garner.
And you've got another pick.
You go again.
I already know that, but
Don't
I feel
help him.
I feel weird about picking that because I'm an unk. Jennifer Garner, 100%.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then I'm gonna go because it's Jennifer Garner. She looks great even at 50.
Yeah.
And then Daphne Keene,
Okay.
even though that makes me feel weird as an unk.
I can't believe this has come to me in the 3rd round, but I'm happy for it. I'm taking Chris Evans.
Yeah.
Nope.
Absolutely.
No
Are you
shot.
out of your mind?
I'm not a Chris Evans guy. He's
as-
not
as
hot. He is not
Human
hot.
Torch? What?
No, he's not hot.
He's just not hot. Period.
I mean, he's literally hot because he's the Human Torch, but he's
No.
not hot.
That's
Are you serious?
Wow.
Rachel, can we confirm?
No, Rachel.
He's gorgeous.
God
yeah,
damn
yeah,
Rachel.
what did you think was gonna happen there?
I don't know why I set
Rachel
myself up for
turned
that
to me.
one.
She goes, "He is so hot." I was like,
I
know.
have Lady Deadpool, Nice Deadpool, and Chris Evans. I'm cooking.
No, no. Come on now.
I've got the
I got
best.
Hugh, Jennifer, and Daphne.
I mean, you're
You ready?
cooking
I'm
too.
about to win. You
He's-
ready?
He's losing.
You ready? I'm
This
about
guy's
to
got
win.
the worst pick.
I've got Dog Pool.
You're insane. You're
Yeah.
actually insane.
Yeah, he's
That you
he's
need to
trolling
be
now. He's trolling.
Euthanized
and
twice.
Give me Head Pool.
Cool.
Actually, for multiple reasons, that's hilarious. I like that.
Let's see. I'm gonna go.
Oh, dude, we fucked this so badly.
Oh, I got one.
None of us have picked any good ones. We fucked this so badly.
I already got my last two picks.
I'm going Vanessa.
No, you
Oh,
bro. Why would you remind
Good
me? Why did
pick.
you do that? You're screwing yourself and you're
wasn't
helping everyone else
I wasn't
out.
thinking about Vanessa. You'll see my next picks. We completely forgot
Dude,
about
I'm
something.
cooking.
Nah,
All right,
wait.
you, last
I got
two
two.
picks.
I got last
two
two.
picks.
Hi, Yukio.
Yukio, fire pick.
Yukio's bad.
And then I got
Yukio's
one
bad.
more. Should I just do a funny one for shits and gigs?
Of
course.
Do whatever you want.
3 foot tall Wolverine.
Yeah, we didn't get any from the montage
Oh,
yet.
frick!
I know.
Yeah, you missed the big
I'm
one.
taking Henry Cavill.
Oh, yeah.
Damn, did you see those triceps?
Oh, it was crazy.
God,
so
I wanted
have a
to lick
question.
him.
Yes.
Does he do the Mission Impossible?
Yes,
meme?
he
Wait,
does.
he did do that, right?
Yes, he did.
I didn't realize that.
I didn't notice it at
That's
the
actually-
premiere. But
I
I
didn't notice
noticed
it
it
either time.
yesterday.
I take back everything I said about Deadpool and Wolverine. It might be a 10 out of 10.
Yeah, it's cooking.
I didn't
No, he
realize
does
that
the
was
Mission
that.
Impossible
I didn't
thing.
realize,
That's
bro.
awesome.
Fallout is one of the best action movies of all time.
I
Sorry.
agree. Rachel's never seen any of the Mission Impossible movies.
Just watch Fallout.
No,
I'm being
you gotta
dead
watch
serious.
them all. They're all
No,
good.
you got to watch a bunch of them. 4, 5, and 6, and 7
One-
are all great.
1, 2.
I don't love 1. 2 is bad. 3 is good.
2 is the consensus last. What are we doing? Why are we going through Mission Impossible?
Because we're a nerd podcast.
It's like our job.
But yeah, you're
And we
probably
go
right.
on bunny
You're right.
trails
You're right.
all
You're
the time.
right.
Okay.
What do you think about 3? Anyway, go.
Pick.
3 is
Three.
good. but
Three's one of my favorites.
3 is good.
3 is
Three's
good,
amazing.
but it's clearly worse than 4,
Philip
5, 6, and 7.
Philip
Not
Seymour
clearly.
Hoffman makes that movie, though.
Exactly.
That's what
the
he's
villain
so
is
good.
amazing.
So
Thank
good.
you.
It doesn't matter.
It does matter.
Acknowledge him.
All right, and my last pick. Yeah, so you did. I was gonna do short Wolverine.
Bro, he's so hot. He's like a little pocket-sized Wolverine. You just
You
have
just
him around.
take him
carry
around?
Yeah, he's
Like
like
a
a little
backpack?
Pomeranian.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what? Oh, I can't believe we haven't picked her. Cassandra Nova.
I almost put her.
I'm going right on top.
I thought you were gonna do Aberoth. All right.
They got the little.
So I've got Cowboy, Deadpool, Peter, Dogpool, Headpool, and Cassandra Nova. Who do you have, Sammy J?
I went with Hugh Jackman's Wolverine, those
Yes.
oiled up abs.
Yep.
And then I got, who the hell was my second?
Jennifer
pick?
Gardner.
Jennifer Garner was second. Daphne Keene.
Yukio.
Yukio. Hi, Yukio. And then
Hi, Yukio.
3 foot tall Wolverine.
I've got Lady Deadpool, Nice Pool, Chris Evans, Vanessa, and Henry Cavill. Yeah. What?
Can I say something?
Yes.
Nobody said Gambit.
I almost took him.
He's not hot.
I almost took him at the Vanessa spot, but
It's like the
Deadpool.
It's
well, he
actually. Well, this is
his is
yeah,
a me.
yeah. You need to get this guy in order. I don't know what's going on.
I
in
almost
his head.
took him, but Henry Cavill takes it for me a little bit. I think.
No juggernaut, bitch. What are we doing? No one picked that.
You know who I am.
No one picked
I'm the Juggernaut.
No, it's not the same
Bitch.
actor.
It's
Even though
not,
it's the
bro. They
same
even
costume.
commented on it.
Yeah.
It says, so you're the newest Juggernaut.
Let's go to agree disagree, huh?
Let's do
I'm
it.
down. I've always wanted to do this. I'm so excited.
Thank you, baby boy.
Mix or bricks relationships.
I can't wait to make or break a relationship.
All right, here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Agree or disagree? Y'all know the rules. I'm going to read a statement, 3, 2, 1, and then we're going to agree or disagree. Let's go.
Let's go.
Let's go. Frickin' go.
freaking go.
X-Men First Class is the best X-Men movie. 3.
Cut that out. Cut that out. Cut that out. Cut that out. Wait. No. Wait.
Blow your load.
Nobody
Cut it out.
wants
Cut
to
it out. Cut it out. No
agree.
one saw that. We're good. We're good. We're good.
Hey, is that right?
Will
We'll
Evans.
fix it in post. We'll fix it in post.
3, 2, 1. Agree, and then disagree.
Because I don't remember them.
But which one would you say off
Does
the top?
Logan count?
Logan
The
counts,
best-
clearly-
Deadpool counts.
then
except-
So
Clearly
just
Logan and
strictly
Deadpool.
the best X-Men movie. Doesn't matter if it's ensemble or solo.
Yes.
It's Logan.
Yeah, it's Logan.
Okay, what you have Logan number 1. What do
So
you have
I would
after that?
I go Logan, Days of Future Past. I flip flop between Deadpool and X2. Is my top 5.
Excellent X2 pick.
X2 is so good.
It's X2 or First Class for me at number 1, and then Deadpool at is
Yeah.
whatever third place is. I
You're
guess.
cooking.
Yeah, and then I think Logan is 4th, and Days of Future Past is 5th.
Yeah, I go
gotta
Logan,
put-
Deadpool, and then I don't know because I don't remember any of the X-Men movies. So.
Gotta watch Days of Future Past.
I've never seen the Fantastic Four movies.
Days of Future Past is what Deadpool and Wolverine should have been
Interesting.
in the multiverse. Just saying. It's a
I
great
don't think it's
send off.
as good as these
It's a
motherfuckers
great
say it is.
send off. You're insane. I can't believe you have First Class over Days of Future Past.
First Class is clearly better than Days
It's
of Future
not
Past.
even. It's not
Rachel?
even up to it. No, you guys are insane. You guys need to rewatch.
I don't need to rewatch shit, Sammy J. You're the one that needs to rewatch shit. You're too old. You can't
I had it
remember
at
shit.
like
You're
a.
developing
I had it like
Alzheimer's.
I might be the reason that the Planet of the Apes gets created because they're gonna need to create the Alzheimer's disease to
You're
cure
right.
it.
Yeah, you're right. All right.
No.
The Sam Raimi Spider-Man trilogy is the best trilogy in superhero movie history.
Fret.
I wonder what's gonna happen here.
All right, ready?
3, 2, 1. Disagree.
Bam.
Fuck y'all.
Bam.
Andrew, gosh
Bam.
darn it. Over Captain America?
That's the only one that's close, and I would say I like Winter Soldier better than.
No. Andrew. You like Winter Soldier
no,
and
no,
Civil War.
No.
And you love Cap 1, and you are a hater of Spider-Man 3.
Spider-Man 1 and Spider-Man 2 are
Spider-Man
pretty
1
goated
and
then.
Spider-Man 2 are.
Civil War barely counts anyways. It's a mini Avengers movie.
Thank you.
Look, this is
can't
tough.
believe
I
this.
can, it's a coin toss. It's a
can't
coin
believe
toss.
you've
I
done
do
this.
like First Avenger. I think it's great. Winter Soldier is one of my favorite MCU movies, and Civil War is also one of my favorite MCU movies. And Spider-Man 3 does have a lot of problems, but like I just remember watching Spider-Man, all of the Raimi movies when they came out in theaters this past
So good.
summer, and it was just, I was blown away.
Yeah.
I'm taking
And it's Spider-Man.
multiple-
You can't.
It's carried a little bit by the fact that it's Spider-Man.
But I'm taking multiple trilogies over this. I'm taking the Cap trilogy over it. I'm probably.
Nope.
It's close.
Just
The
go.
other one is the Dark Knight that I
I'm
thought.
taking the Dark Knight trilogy
Absolutely.
over the Raimi
Absolutely
trilogy.
not.
I'm taking the Avengers trilogy over them.
I don't count that as a trilogy.
You don't count Avengers,
So-
Age of Ultron, and Infinity War?
No.
I don't really feel like that's fair.
Yeah, that's not fair.
You need Endgame.
Like solo movies, yeah. Like Dark Knight maybe, but Batman.
I mean, if you want to say the most comic booky trilogy of all, it's definitely the Avengers because it's like literally splash panels for all
Yeah.
four movies.
but so are the Raimi movies.
The Raimi movies
Okay.
have sauce.
Yeah, they're sauce.
Oh my god, that man was cooking. 3 straight movies too.
Dark Knight Rises is
Spider-Man
sauce-less,
3 is good.
So
No, Dark Knight Rises is clearly better than Spider-Man 3. Get the
No.
fuck out of
See,
here.
my
I mean,
issue.
sure,
my
but-
issue with the Dark Knight franchise is that it's Christopher Nolan going way too real with a medium that
Doesn't matter.
shouldn't
It's
be
so
that
good.
realistic.
It
It is
doesn't
good though.
matter.
Don't get
It's
me
so
wrong.
Good. Like it's doesn't like
The Dark Knight is just reskinned Heat, but it's good.
It's so good. The Transformers franchise is better than the Harry Potter franchise.
3, 2, 1.
Disagree, agree.
What is wrong with you, brother?
Obviously,
you
you
kidding
aren't
me?
too knowledgeable of the Transformers franchise, but believe me, I'm a Transformers fan. I love Transformers. It does not touch Harry Potter. What is your problem?
Transformers is 1,000 times more entertaining than the Harry Potter franchise. I don't care what anybody says.
So I was saying this off camera. I've seen Bumblebee and Rise of the Beasts, right? And that's all I've seen.
Bumblebee's good.
And then I saw half of the first. Okay, so Rise of the Beasts is literally awful.
Yeah, it's not that
And
great,
then
yeah.
and then Bumblebee was good.
Look at the screen right now. Yo, you watched the two sauceless.
Yeah, I was about to say you watched no Michael Bay.
two
You need to watch the
sauceless-
Michael Bay.
No,
movie.
have to
Bumblebee
watch-
was good.
Bumblebee's good. No,
I
Travis
wa-
Knight, I like you.
This is the Transformers guy. So
Hey, guess
But-
what? I watched the first half of the first Michael Bay Transformers movie, and I was like, "What am I watching?"
no way.
No.
We
So-
lost him. We
Ladies
lost him.
So-
Man 217, bro.
I remember there's like
Are you
one
listening to
scene
this?
where like Shia LaBeouf is like running away from a car
Shia
that's
LaBeouf-
revving at him for like 30 seconds straight. It's like awkward.
what about the scene? What's the helicopter's name? Blackout?
I haven't finished the movie.
Blackout. The
I didn't.
opening
the
scene
opening
with
scene
Blackout
is
is
incredible.
amazing.
You want to watch it tonight? I'll watch it tonight.
Let's
Megan
watch
Fox?
it tonight. Rachel's never seen
Wait,
that.
we did.
got
It's
to. You guys
either
need to
No
watch
Way
that.
Home because I want to feel something, or Transformers 1 because I want to feel something. But the fact that you haven't seen the full product of Michael Bay's vision.
That's why I'm not passing judgment yet. I just like Harry Potter.
But they're not. I'm telling you,
Did
they're
Megan
not better
Fox
than
not
Harry
make you feel
Potter.
They are better than Harry Potter.
Megan Fox.
I think
is
the
great.
highs of Transformers
Do
is
you
better
think
than the
Transformers
highs.
is better than Harry Potter?
The highs.
Yes, 1,000 times.
The highs.
Oh my
Can I-
gosh.
listen.
Co-sign it.
Stay with me. Let me land.
Somebody get me a goddamn stool. Coco, can you get us
I
this stool,
believe
please?
that the peaks of Transformers clear
Yep.
Harry
Nope.
Potter.
Yep.
Never mind,
Clear.
Coco.
Yep.
Never mind.
Clear.
you.
Clear.
The third act of Dark of the Moon. Nothing in Harry Potter touches that.
What?
Let them know.
No.
I agree.
No.
I'll take
no.
every single Transformers movie over the ending of Deathly Hallows Part 2, though.
Cook.
You,
Cook,
Andrew.
cook,
We're
cook,
moving on.
We
That
both
was
don't
terrible.
like. Yeah, no.
We
That
just
was
don't like
terrible.
mid
Get
Potter.
off screen,
I know,
Alex.
and I know. Listen,
Robert Pattinson.
you guys could love Harry Potter. It's just not for me.
Sure.
Unbelievable. This motherfucker's in the corner.
He said
Wingardium
Wingardium Leviosa. Is that to make you forget something?
Oh my
I
gosh.
hope so.
This guy stinks.
This guy stinks.
I'm waiting for a super creative take.
X-Men 97 is the best project the MCU has ever made.
3, 2, 1.
Agree. Oh,
I'm sorry. As much as I love the X-Men.
X-Men 97 is great.
But are you
It's top
kidding me?
5.
Infinity War, what they were able to accomplish with
Yeah, dude.
just
And the Avengers, the first one.
Just to even what they did with Infinity War is
No.
quite literally one of the most impressive things in filmmaking history.
I love Infinity War. It's my favorite MCU movie. It does not hold a candle to what they do with X-Men 97.
Does not hold a
I
candle.
just feel like
He
it's
says
so
stuff like
tough.
this all the time.
Yeah.
It's so
Hold a
dramatic.
candle.
So dramatic. Yes, it does. Yes, it
does.
clearly does.
No.
You're insane.
X-Men 97.
The glazing. I will glaze X-Men 97 all day, every day.
You know what's
But-
funny is X-Men 97 is just Age of Ultron, but good. If you think about it,
Wait.
Motherfucker.
How so?
you got Bastion,
Bastion.
Yeah.
who's basically Ultron trying to kill all of the X-Men instead of the entire human race.
Yeah.
With a giant meteor.
Oh wow, true. Interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah. No disrespect to X-Men 97, but acting like it's clearly better and it's not even close than anything else.
just
Like,
feel like
yes, it
it's-
is.
But how many projects would you have over X-Men 97?
It's
Like a
not-
handful, but like
what are the handful?
like
Infinity
again
War,
because I like
Avengers
movies
1, obviously.
like maybe No Way Home,
Okay.
and maybe Winter Soldier.
It's just tough to compare mediums, though.
Yeah, it's tough to compare
'cause
mediums.
They can get away
exactly.
with a lot
It's
more.
an
in
animated TV show compared to a live
So you're
action
yeah.
Avengers movie.
Listen, like you don't know any of the voice actors. No disrespect to the voice actors, you guys do great in your.
I know one
roles,
of 'em.
But it's like it's way easier to navigate that whole realm, and obviously animate stuff is a lot better for comic books as opposed to Infinity War, where you had to navigate however many actors were in that, get the scheduling right, like all of that is incredible, and then also have a good compelling story on the screen the entire time.
You're not going to sell me as one of the reasons why Infinity War is apparently better than X-Men 97 is because they were able to schedule
That's not what
actors.
he's saying. He's
That's
saying
not
it's
what I'm
harder to
saying,
compare
though.
compare
But
mediums.
It's harder
That's what
to
his
compare.
point
Like
was.
it's a lot easier for X-Men 97 to get away. Not get away. That's a bad way to put it. but
Create stuff.
Create it.
Yeah.
Okay, just because it's easier doesn't mean it's not better. But again, so what MCU projects do you have over X-Men 97?
I definitely have Infinity War.
Okay.
I feel like the top 5 of the MCU I would come like movies. In
Okay,
my
so-
top 5, which is Infinity War, Civil War,
That's my top 2. Good shit.
Infinity War, Civil War, Winter Soldier, Endgame, No Way Home.
Endgame does not belong up
Where's
there.
the Avengers?
That's not in order, by the way.
Where's the
That's
Avengers?
just top 5, 6.
Okay. All right.
Yeah,
That's
just outside,
I recently moved around my list, and now Avengers is my number 4.
and then probably Guardians at 7 or something like that. 3 Guardians.
This is
3.
a great list overall. I think
Endgame
Avengers should be a
not
little
up
higher.
there.
You don't think Avengers should be up there?
Endgame.
I mean, I can see why you feel that way.
Endgame is a bad movie with spectacular moments. Endgame is the better version of Deadpool and Wolverine.
That's not crazy to say that at all.
It's a mess. It's
not
too
crazy
long.
to say that at
It's
all.
a mess. There's a lot of bad
think you're
stuff.
kinda cooking
but
right there.
the great stuff, I think the Tony and his father scene in the elevator is a top 5 MCU
I
scene.
personally like the quiet character moments in Endgame. I think it's great.
I do too, but there's just a lot of nonsense.
I'm not going to knock anyone for having Endgame in their top 5. There's plenty of reasons.
I
to
mean,
have
just
Endgame in
the
their
portal
top
scene.
5.
I mean, come on.
Yeah,
Alone.
exactly. But I agree. It's not the
Yeah.
best movie throughout.
I literally most of these I wrote from my own things that I know about your opinions. This I heard you say this earlier. I just wrote it down exactly as you said it. Shrek 2 is better than the entirety of Pixar. 3, 2, 1. Disagree.
There's no shot you actually believe.
Shrek 2 is the greatest, might be the greatest animated movie of all time.
Across the Spider-Verse and Into the Spider-Verse exist. Up exists. Incredibles exists. Finding Nemo exists.
None of them touched the last 20 minutes of Shrek 2.
Kung Fu Panda.
No,
you
no, no,
shut
no.
the
You're
fuck up. Yes,
insane.
Up. Kung Fu Panda exists.
agree
Kung Fu
with you.
Panda 2
No,
exists.
no, 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 no,
How to
no,
Train Your
no, no,
Dragon
no, no.
exists.
Up is not up there.
Those are not all better than
Movie you
Shrek
because
2.
No,
You're
no, no,
insane.
no, no, no.
You're insane.
Up matters. Like what?
No, so I'm with you there. We should have talked Up and fucking Cars 2 with you. Gosh darn. I don't think Up is up there. But Incredibles is
clearly
clearly
up.
better.
Incredibles is good.
Nemo is clearly better than
No,
Shrek
it's
2.
not. No, it's not.
You
Yes, it
haven't
is.
seen
No, it's
Nemo
not.
in years. Old man.
I've seen Nemo.
I don't believe
I watched that in theaters.
Yeah, in
Yeah, what, 30,000 years ago?
2003.
When you were 40?
Golly. Old fuck, dude.
Touch the butt.
No. Nemo is like legitimately a top 2 Pixar movie and people sleep on it. It's
It's
incredible.
It's in my top.
Lilo
three.
and Stitch is better than Shrek.
Lilo
You're
and
insane.
Stitch is
No,
better
okay,
than
now
Shrek
you've
2.
gone too far.
There
No,
you go. Come
you've
here.
gone too far.
Come here.
don't know
Both
why I just-
The
Spider-Verse
last
movies are
20
better.
minutes of Shrek 2 is some of the greatest.
Yeah, it's great.
animated
Everyone loves the montage.
moments of all
I need a
time.
hero. It's great. It's whatever. But like, it's not.
Ratatouille is better.
No,
Toy
it's
Story
not. You
3
guys
is
are all
better.
crazy.
Toy Story 3 is
Listen.
better.
Coco's better.
Listen.
Beauty and the Beast is better.
No. Stop.
Mulan is
Okay,
better.
look, we got some
The
losers in the
Lion
crowd.
King is better.
Lion King is better.
No, you guys are crazy. Shrek 2. Well, maybe The Lion King. Yeah, that's not Pixar, so doesn't defeat my take.
But you said it might be the best animated movie of all time.
Oh, I did
Shrek
say
2,
that. That's
like,
kinda, might be keyword.
it's good. It's good. I
Save
really
myself.
like Shrek 2. I'm not trying to disrespect Shrek 2, but in terms of like,
You've disrespected Shrek the entire time we've had this podcast.
yeah, Shrek is bad.
Really?
Shrek is not good. Shrek 2 is good.
Shrek 1.
Oh, I thought it was
don't know
always
about
the
that.
franchise.
Well, overall, 3 and 4 aren't that great either. I think 2 is good, and
What
the
would you
first
give-
one is
What would you give 2 out of 10?
like an 8.
Oh, you're insane. It's a 10 out of 10, easy.
No,
8 out of 10 is crazy.
8.59 maybe.
I
but
have
like,
no other Shrek 2 riders in here.
Nah.
No Shrek 2.
You're alone.
Shrek 2 is good.
That's Shrek 1. That's not even Shrek.
I am not trying to disrespect Shrek 2. I just don't think it has the emotional impact of things like Incredibles or Finding Nemo, and it's also just not as funny. Yes, the last 20 minutes are very entertaining, but everyone uses that. The argument that like the first 10 minutes of Up is great and none of the rest of the movie, why don't people use that for Shrek 2? The last 20 minutes, that's all they talk about.
No, the entire movie's good. I'm just saying that the last 20 minutes is peak. Like, it just goes
in Shrek 2, it has the white Bronco scene.
Yeah,
which is
come on, you know you
fucking
like
funny.
that, yep.
And they put the police,
The cop scene.
The knight puts the catnip.
Yeah.
You see him
Yeah.
palm it
That's
into pussy.
That's not mine.
The OJ scene?
That's exactly what we were just talking about.
Right.
Yeah,
Another
it's
one-
so
another one from
good.
the same
It's so-
franchise.
No,
Puss
it's
in
not
Boots:
better
The
than
Last
Shrek
Wish
2.
is better
It's
than
not
Shrek
better than
2.
Shrek 2. No, it's
Yes,
not.
it is.
Oh, because I had an anxiety panic attack. It's so much better. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
Hilarious.
That was a straight
Last
up Shrek.
Wish has the funniest gag in any animated movie I've ever seen in my life, which is giving Jiminy Cricket the conscious
That's good.
to the worst character of all time. That is
You're a
it's good.
monster.
It's good.
So
It's good. I'm not gonna lie. It's pretty good.
Oh my god! That's such a good bit. Okay, you ready? This is gonna be Andrew's favorite agree or disagree we ever do.
Rock and roll.
Godzilla is daddy. 3, 2, 1.
Heck yeah! Yeah, he is. Clink me, come on. Yeah! Boom! Where is it? Where is my daddy?
Did
Pull
you
up
say
the daddy
disagree?
list. I did.
With a serious face?
Boom.
did.
My list of
Insanity.
daddies. This is Godzilla.
I love that so
Yeah.
much. Oh my god, Pedro Pascal at 1 might be the realest thing of all time.
What's your problem with Godzilla?
Why don't you like
I
Godzilla?
love Godzilla. I love Godzilla. I loved -1. I loved X-Kong. I thought X-Kong was super, super fun.
Ergo,
Fun.
he's daddy.
Yeah.
But I'm not trying to fuck him the way that you two are.
Oh, this is like a fucking situation. Is what
Well,
you're
I
saying.
mean, if it needs to be, but I'm just giving respect where respect is due.
Like, we're clearly bottoms. You know that, right?
Of course, like, come on, look at him. Look at him. Look at the tail.
We did a.
Look at his teeth.
We
Could
did
Could you
a.
imagine?
Look at the sound.
When he finishes, it's probably.
We did a Godzilla v Kong escape room,
Uh-huh.
and at one point Godzilla needed to use his breath to light something for us, and the power up sound. I watched Andrew have an orgasm.
It's so good. Every single time they do it, it's so good.
Oh, it's so good.
Is the best scene ever? Is it -1?
No.
No.
Oh.
The -1
Okay.
scene's unbelievable.
Yes, but there's a
I
couple
don't
in the
think you
first
guys-
couple Godzilla movies that are really good.
I don't think you guys have seen Shin Godzilla, but that one rivals it.
Really?
Shin Godzilla is really good
I
if you
haven't
want to
seen
watch.
Shin
That one's
Godzilla.
definitely much more of like it dives into the metaphorical nature of pollution and everything, and Godzilla's like a monster created by humanity, stuff like that.
Gotcha.
And that atomic breath scene is not only like insane, it's like gnarly, like hurts Godzilla when he does it. It's crazy. You gotta watch that one.
There's-
Just pull up the clip. It's insane.
I can't remember if the first Godzilla movie where they like do a great job of like not showing him until like the airport scene where it's the first battle and like it's really really dark and you can really see him.
They did a good edging
glowing.
job in that movie.
Yes, that one was
Well,
really
it's Gareth
good.
Edwards. Gareth Edwards, who made Rogue One and The Creator. His sense
bro.
of scale is
I like his
unbelievable.
visual style.
Like, look,
It's really
I think
good.
he's clearly a terrible writer, but like,
I can't wait for his
visual-
his Jurassic Park movie.
Oh no, it's him.
Yeah. What do you mean? Oh no.
He can't write stories. He can't.
He's not
make-
writing it. David Culp is the
I
original
don't
writer.
trust him to direct anything. No.
As long as he's
Sorry, I
directing,
rudely
not
interrupted
writing,
you,
we're
Andrew. I'm
good.
sorry.
ahead,
I
what's
was
the
trying
next
to get that in.
What's the next one?
No, I wanted to continue to talk about
The
Godzilla.
second one, there's one at the end when he breathes into that guy's
Yeah.
mouth at the end of the first
The
Godzilla.
kiss
I
of
really
death.
like that one too.
Yeah.
But the loading of the
The-
-1 is
Yeah.
unbelievable.
And then they explode. It's like literally a nuclear bomb. It's really really good. No,
It is,
I
yeah.
agree.
I think that's the most powerful
I like
one.
the sound of the other Godzilla better.
Yeah, the load up is way better.
So Andrew and I have talked about this before, but you're a fellow Godzilla goon. So
Oh, brother, I love Godzilla.
I know you do. So I wanted to bring this up. What's your favorite designs for Godzilla? give me best designed villains, you know, the other monsters. Who's your favorite Godzilla design? Because I think all of us at this table unanimously might say that -1 maybe is the best Godzilla movie ever. But the Godzilla -1 design is ugly. He's fat.
Yeah,
And
he
he's
looks
got
more like
round
a
head.
he looks like a bear.
Yeah, his face is kind of like it's got a muzzle.
Less reptile, more bear-like.
So what are your favorite designs?
My favorite Godzilla design of all time is Millennium Godzilla. You can search it up right now. Maybe put a picture up on the screen, but he's
not
got
going
like
to do that, but
green
I'll search it
scales.
up.
He's got like green scales and like
Ooh,
kind of a purplish pink hue to his spikes on the back, and he just looks more reptilian, more animalistic. That's my favorite type of Godzilla. That's him right there. Yep, big boy.
Nice.
That's the toughest design.
Were you thrilled that they went with the pink and X?
Yeah, I think it was a nice homage to that. Like
Me
a lot of
too.
people didn't understand that it was the Millennium design. At least I talked to Adam Wingard about it. Sorry, no, not to flex. Sorry, just name dropped. But he said some of that was influenced by Millennium Godzilla, but it was mainly Showa era Godzilla, which is a lot more goofy. It's the guys in the Barney costumes, for
still
lack
good
of a
on
better
our
term.
cameras?
Gotcha.
Rachel, we still good?
Yeah.
Cool.
Gotcha. Okay, so that's your favorite. What do you think of the -1 design, and what do you think of the MonsterVerse design?
Honestly, I love them all,
Okay.
but I would probably put -1 out of those that you just said last. I
last.
really like the MonsterVerse design.
Yeah.
Like
so
to me,
do we.
it's so cool. It's like
He's got them thick thighs. You know what I'm
he's
saying?
a big
dude?
big boy. He kind of looks like a Stegosaurus.
But he's the
but-
reptile full face.
Yeah,
The face is
the
just
face
like-
is tough.
Mwah.
Yeah, I
Dude,
love
when he
his-
launches off the thing,
the dolphin dive.
Yeah, it's like we were like, what?
Yeah, they went full. So that's Showa era. Like that's just completely goofy.
Yeah.
It's kind of a homage to that. So that movie really leaned into that era of it. So I know a lot of people might have been turned off by it.
Were you just thrilled that that's the highest grossing Godzilla movie of all time?
I don't know if necessarily I was thrilled that that's the most highest grossing
okay,
Godzilla movie of all time, just because it's much more catered to children, if I'm being honest. But that's what I loved when I was a kid, like just two giant monsters fighting each other. Less.
I wanted
humans.
to like it more.
I wish I loved it more too. I'm not gonna
Yeah.
lie, but I still enjoy it.
All right. So
Did you like the first Godzilla, V Kong, better, or did you like this one better? I liked V Kong better.
I think, yeah, I rewatched X Kong recently, and it didn't hit as much as V Kong. I think V Kong.
It's good. I mean, it's fun. It's just
Yeah.
What's the best MonsterVerse movie?
This is a hot take, but it's Godzilla King of the Monsters for me.
Oh my
Wrong.
gosh, he's gonna freaking
Wrong.
destroy
That's
you.
one of the
hate it,
worst
don't
movies
you?
of all time.
I think, yeah, I know. I know the criticism.
I understand.
Do you understand
It's
why
the
I love it though?
coolest monsters have ever looked.
Yeah.
King Ghidorah
It's
is
all the to-
unbelievable.
it's all the Toho
Rodan,
monsters. Yep.
where he's decimating the buildings below from his wings, amazing. I get all of that,
Yeah.
but it's literally the worst plot I've ever seen in my life. What's her name?
Millie Bobby Brown, is that one?
Millie Bobby Brown's mom, Vera Farmiga.
Vera Farmiga.
Vera Farmiga's character, it literally is responsible of the death of millions
Well,
of
isn't
people.
that like if you're gonna have the humans be in that story, wouldn't you want them like actually having something to do with the plot?
She
like
gets
that's
a hero.
always a
She
complaint.
gets a hero death.
That's
After-
one. That's
after
one
being
thing.
responsible for
I'm really
millions of
that
people's
cliche.
death.
I'm not really a fan of. I'm gonna be honest with you. Like I get tired of we get a redemption arc. They die as a savior.
Awful.
Like that's pretty awful. I'm not gonna lie
Awful.
to you.
I couldn't believe it. The human stuff couldn't be worse.
I would say it's the most interesting thing the humans have done in the MonsterVerse.
No.
Yeah, because
wanna
they
watch
drive
that
the
one.
plot.
I remember
forward.
liking it.
I like.
They drive the plot forward the entire time.
I like the little girl that could talk to Kong.
Like I know everyone complains.
Is she in that one?
Wait,
No.
she's in
Oh,
GVK.
which one?
GVK is the first time you.
Yeah, that's why.
She is.
That's one of the reasons I like GVK.
she's
better.
cool.
Exactly.
So
but
GVK does a good job of
she's
driving the
good.
plot, too.
She's good. That's the best human we've ever had in these movies. Millie
I
Bobby
like Gia.
Brown is nothing.
Nope.
The plot, the subplot with them being divorced doesn't go anywhere.
Yeah.
It's a disaster.
I
I've
think-
just
I think
never
that-
seen a worse human plot.
I think the issue with King of the Monsters is they have too many human characters.
Correct.
Like if they had just cut the cast down a little bit and focus on, because like we don't need a comedic guy just saying like,
No,
oh,
and
is
he's
that
not funny.
Yeah, the Ghidorah. Did she say gonorrhea? Not a funny joke.
No.
It was horrible.
No.
Yeah, so I feel like that definitely has the most interesting human plot because I know that's one of the biggest criticisms with the MonsterVerse is like the humans
What's the
suck.
next one?
We don't need them.
What's the next one?
I want to keep talking about King of the Monsters.
Yeah, I can go on a tangent.
The
Let's just skip.
coolest Hulk look we've ever gotten is Gladiator Hulk in Thor Ragnarok. 3, 2, 1. Agree.
Disagree.
Disagree.
You specifically said this in a fucking video. You
Did I
asshole.
say that's the coolest
Yes,
one?
this
It's
is why
probably
in here.
old. It's probably old.
It is an old
It's a
video.
very
It
old
doesn't
video.
fucking matter. You son of a bitch. I needed you.
I'm sorry. I'm
This guy
sorry.
is an anti-Ragnarok motherfucker. Or do you like
I
Ragnarok?
think it's a cool look. Ragnarok.
the movie.
I think it's all right.
Oh fuck.
It's
Oh my
okay.
gosh, you're the first person to not glaze
It's
it into
okay, like, it's-
eternity. Clink me.
It's not. It's just like everything complaining. Everyone that complained about Love and Thunder, it's like it's basically the same thing as Ragnarok.
Let's go!
It's just like amped up to 11.
Finally!
It's just ramped up to 11 in Love and Thunder. I love that.
It's the most true thing that anyone's ever said on the podcast, and I'm the only one that's ever said it.
That might be the most realist thing I've just seen in my life. That was
my
Jake Gyllenhaal
gosh.
levels of screaming. I hope you guys know that. That shit was generational.
And the truth shall set you free.
I didn't need to include this. This is a disaster.
I hit the reverse Uno card.
That was
so can I say what
awful for my
can I say what
agenda.
my favorite Hulk design is?
Sure.
It's because to piss people off. It's Ang Lee's Hulk. Not
no.
even close. It's
No.
Ang Lee's Hulk.
He's too.
Roll it back.
He's too big.
I love
He looks
that.
derpy.
That is the best Hulk movie too.
What about Edward?
Yeah,
Ang Lee's
it's not
Hulk
even
being
close.
the best Hulk movie
It's
is
the
a
best.
crazy thing.
Well, there's
Incredible
only-
Hulk is not better than Ang Lee's Hulk because
I like
Ang Lee's
Incredible
Hulk
Hulk is
actually
better than Ang Lee's
Ang
Hulk.
Lee's
I haven't
Hulk
seen it.
understands the character of the Hulk.
Yeah,
They
well,
actually
guess
dive
what?
into the
Everything
childhood trauma.
Execution-wise is terrible.
You're insane. Ang Lee is one of our greatest visionary directors of all time.
You know, you can literally say anything you want. You could say Cars 2 is good. You could say TASM 2 sucks. I don't care anymore. Oh
hope
my
that's
gosh,
on
you
your
just
list.
spit
What do you
the
think- what do you think of Cars
facts.
2?
What do I think of Cars 2?
Yes.
Genuinely might be the worst movie of all time.
Fuck.
It might be one of the worst movies of all time. Like I put that movie on and I
They're
feel
gonna
like
pass out, dude.
I lose IQ points. I feel like I lose IQ points every time I watch that movie.
Fuck.
I become more delusional. I become less of what I am
Sammy,
as a
I'm so glad
human.
you're here.
I become less of what I am as a human
Oh my gosh.
every time I watch. Every time I see a tweet about Cars 2.
Oh my
So Up is
gosh.
clearly better than Cars 2.
Up is clearly better than Cars 2.
All
It's
right.
not even close.
We got
Cars
any-
2 is the worst Pixar movie of all time.
Clink me.
And you know this. It's
It's a
horrible.
mistake. I think it's top 5.
It's you're actually need to be euthanized 3 times now in this podcast. That's the 3rd time.
Euthanize
You
him,
need
bring
be
him back to
euthanized.
life,
Yeah.
euthanize
We'll
him
bring him
again.
back. We'll bring him back though.
We got any more?
Yeah, I've got 4 more.
All right.
Fuck the 49ers.
3, 2, 1.
Oh, you're going to say disagree because...
Stop doing this to me, Kyle Shanahan. Stop. I can't take it anymore. I can't take it. We keep going. It's the most blue ball I've ever been in my life.
I will cling
In
to
my
you on
entire
that.
life, we get right
Dude.
there.
That's
He is
we
incredible.
you
get,
hanging.
we get to
That's
the
crazy.
1 yard line.
That's incredible.
We get to the 1 yard line metaphorically, and we never score. And 4 downs.
Chip it.
Did I actually chip that?
Yeah, you're good. That's hilarious.
We'll give this away.
Well, now I
You're
feel
right.
bad.
You're right. Fuck the. Yeah, you're right. Because they cause you extreme amounts of pain on the other side.
Is
That
this
other
how you
cause-
thought this
Okay,
was gonna
so
go? Probably
That's very
not.
funny.
F the LA Rams.
Oh yeah, that too definitely.
Okay, cool.
They can perish.
They can perish.
Yeah,
I
that
love
entire
them.
stadium can perish with no people in it.
Yeah. Next.
Man of Steel is a bad Superman movie. Damn.
3, 2,
2, 1. Agree.
Good,
Excellent.
good,
Good
good.
work, team.
Good.
I will say I do like it as an adaptation. I know you notoriously hate it,
My least favorite
but
movie of
I
all
think
time.
as an adaptation of what Zack Snyder was going for with his vision, it's good. It has dumb stuff in it. Don't get me wrong.
I hate that excuse. It's like, well, you know, his vision, he did it well. I was like, yeah, well, his vision sucks.
I just like I don't know. I appreciate someone trying something new at least, you know, with the character, as opposed to doing the same old, you know, same old.
I was talking to some of the guys at the party last night, and they were talking about my Man of Steel opinion, and one of them is a very big Superman fan, but that likes Man of
likes
Steel.
Man of Steel. He's
but,
like, yeah.
but he specifically said, but I know it's not a Superman movie.
Yep.
But like I like it, and I said this, and they all said I was cooking, so I got to say it on the pod is. Man of Steel as a Superman movie is if you made a Tom Brady movie where he was a basketball player, and the reason he was so good at basketball was because he was taller than everybody else. It had nothing to do with his work ethic or talent or anything. You make a Tom Brady movie where he is the best basketball player of all time, but it's because he's so much taller than everybody else. That's what Man of Steel is. It's just objectively not the character in the slightest. But if you don't mind that, I understand not liking Man of Steel.
Yeah.
I can't get past that.
It's just the flight scene is so good.
I just don't feel
It's
that way.
so
I like the
good.
action. I like the
score is
action in
The
the
action's
flight.
pretty good. It's like
Yeah.
Dragon Ball Z levels of action. I love that.
Yeah.
But I can never forgive it for Jonathan Kent's death.
Yep.
It's the worst
It's
way to
garbage.
handle it. That's
It's
the
gross.
worst
It's
death.
so
It's
gross.
the
No, don't get
worst
me wrong.
scene in any
I
Superman movie
understand.
ever.
I understand what he's going for.
Maybe.
But the whole point of Pa Kent passing away is because he passes away from cancer, and that's something that Superman can't stop.
Or a heart attack.
Or a heart attack. Sorry, not cancer. Jesus.
Yeah. No, I agree.
It just... you understand what he's going for? I don't even understand what
I
he's
mean,
going for.
I understand what he was trying to say. Is what I should say. Like.
But
The way they deal with him, like being a deity, he's not ready to be exposed to the world. I
Right,
understand
yeah.
that, but he still could have saved him. Like,
Yeah.
it's
but
dumb.
then
It's like
he reveals himself to the world. 20 minutes later in the movie. Not 20
Yeah.
minutes
No, I
later
know,
in real
no,
time.
yeah.
I get that
That's
he
why I
spent
say
another
it's
10
horrible.
years or whatever, but like
That's why it's a horrible death.
it's
You're
20
right.
minutes later in the
Yeah.
movie. So us as an audience have no time for that. It's brutal. It's awful.
It's really bad.
Doesn't he get mad at him for saving kids on a bus?
Well, yeah.
Maybe
said
they should have.
maybe you
Maybe
should've
you
let him
should have
die.
let them die.
Terrible.
Superman.
Terrible.
To Superman, you're saying.
Yeah,
I'm
awful,
sorry.
awful,
I'm
awful.
sorry, I'm
Everything
sorry.
Jonathan
It's so
Kent in
bad,
that
man.
movie is
It's
awful.
really
Awful,
bad.
awful.
Kevin Costner, we love you, but
Yeah.
Jesus.
I do love Kevin Costner.
Twister's death was deserved, though. The Twister's death was deserved.
Is he in Twisters? I don't
No,
know.
I'm just
I
saying he
haven't
died
seen
by a tornado in the movie.
in
Yeah.
Twister or Twisters?
No, in
In
Man of
Man of
Steel.
Steel, he got Twister.
Oh, correct. Gotcha.
Stay with us, brother.
I'm lost. I'm sorry.
He tries to block the movie out. Yeah.
Yeah,
who's got Alzheimer's?
respectable.
Bruce Wayne is a more complex character than Peter Parker.
3, 2, 1. No. I can. There's plenty of things that are complex about either of them. I would say they're tied, but I wouldn't say he's more complex necessarily.
Yeah, I feel like it's a close battle, but I feel like there's just something more interesting with Bruce Wayne and his mental stability, his mental health, and that whole commentary on it.
Sure.
It's really interesting. It's not something that Peter necessarily deals with for the most part.
But there's some
it
things
depends
that
on which adaptation we're talking
There's some things
about,
that
too.
Peter deals with that Bruce normally doesn't.
yeah. No, it's
like
a good
with,
point.
with school and college and
Yeah.
girls and like the life balance and stuff like that.
Yeah.
This is a weird thing to bring up in a conversation about Batman and Spider-Man. Have you seen Andor?
Of course.
Okay. You know the Stellan Skarsgård speech?
The monologue.
Yes, the unbelievable monologue.
Should be used in acting classes.
Absolutely. That speech, I think, almost exemplifies perfectly why I think Batman is a more interesting character than Spider-Man.
Please do tell.
Because in that speech, I don't think it's a Batman speech, and I don't think it's something that Batman would ever say. But I think at its core, I think it's how Batman feels and how he's damning himself forever, and he's forced to use and Stellan Skarsgård is killing people, so it's a little bit different. But he's like I'm forced to use the tools of my enemy to beat my enemy, and this and that.
Yeah.
But it's like I'm fighting for something I'm never going to experience. I'm damned to hell for everybody else. I don't even care about anybody else.
Keep cooking.
It's that's like Batman's whole thing.
Yeah.
I was watching that speech in real time, almost brought to tears, because that also is One Way Out. Literally the best episode of Disney Plus television ever. But like I'm watching that speech and then the Kino Loy speech, and I'm like, this is Batman.
Yeah.
Like, this is my boy.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. So that's why I want to put Batman there, is I think that morally, like, there are so many iterations of Batman where he's like, I'm a bad guy. I'm such a bad guy, but I have to do this. And he doesn't even know why he's doing it anymore. Because the city is not rewarding him by being, it's treating him like he's a bad guy. It's the no good deed goes unpunished. And Spider-Man
God,
deals with that still, but it's for much smaller things. Like, will his dad, in Miles, I think Across the Spider-Verse shows the best example of a true Spider-Man we've ever seen, which is Miles in that movie. I think it's the best Spider-Man we've ever seen, because he makes the right choice. Amidst all those Spider-Men, he makes the right choice because he knows that his dad is going to die. He's going to save his dad because it's the right thing to do. That's extremely Spider-Man, but that morally is so much less interesting or complex to me than Batman damning himself, you know what I'm saying, with his actions. Do you know what I mean?
I know what you mean.
Yeah. You buying, you smell what I'm stepping in?
Yeah, sure.
Cool.
That was great. I like that. That should be the Stellan Skarsgård monologue of podcasts.
Can you tell the audience what you said to me on the plane the other day? About Star Wars?
Oh God.
About shows, Star Wars shows?
Oh, yeah, we were just.
We're
It was completely random. We were on the plane for like an hour. We hadn't been talking, and I just turned to him after going to the Deadpool and Wolverine premiere. Long week. I don't know what brought it to my mind. I just turned to him and say, I think I'm done with Star Wars shows. I don't think I can watch.
Just out of nowhere.
Yeah,
out of nowhere.
I don't think I can watch.
What was your final out?
The Acolyte? Yeah.
We hadn't talked about the Acolyte in a week, and he just turns to me and goes,
I think I'm done.
I'm done with Star Wars shows. I lost it. It was so funny. But he hasn't watched Andor. He needs to watch
do need
Andor.
to
I actually think Book of Boba Fett is the worst.
Book of Boba Fett's garbage.
I think The Acolyte's better than Book of Boba Fett.
No.
Book of Boba Fett is horrible.
I'm a Book of Boba Fett truther.
You're
I like
insane.
Book of Boba Fett.
No, he does so many dumb things in that show.
I know, but
entire
the last couple episodes
Nothing
are so
cool.
fun.
He should have been like literally the Godfather of Tatooine, but he's not.
You're right, but I think the last 3 episodes are so fun. Especially the last episode is so fun. It's like pulling your action figures together. Look, Boba Fett's gonna ride a rancor. I love it.
This is literally the Shrek 2 argument again. The last episode, last 20 minutes.
Oh, and boom, you said that movie's a 10 out of 10. So why can't I say Boba Fett's a 7?
But
But I
he
said
thinks the rest of
Shrek
Shrek 2 is good.
is good, and then that's the peak. That's what I said. That's the difference. Where you said Boba Fett.
The next time you call me a slur, we're gonna keep it in.
All right, buddy.
You ready? I added this mid-pod.
Oh, you're insane. I like this.
Furiosa is good. Damn. Furiosa
it?
is better than an 8 out of 10.
3, 2, 1.
You guys are.
I haven't seen it.
I think it.
Why don't you like it?
I think it is an 8 out of 10. I think it's good. I'm not saying it's bad. I just wasn't blown away like I wanted to be. Maybe I went in with too high expectations. Like, it's not even in my top 5 of the year.
I mean, I can definitely see why you feel that way. Like, I took my girlfriend to watch that movie. She didn't watch any other Mad Max movies in her life, and I can kind of understand from like your perspective. Is that your first Mad Max movie, or did you binge watch all of them?
I watched Fury Road.
Fury Road, and then that
and
one?
I like
Okay.
Fury Road clearly better.
I mean, Fury Road definitely has some.
But
I just think the story. I think there's just more rich, compelling narrative in Furiosa that at least captivates me.
there's moments
on top of the action.
There's moments for that. Yes.
Yeah.
And so something I said when I came out of it, I was like, Fury Road kind of completely leans into the wackiness that it is and doesn't have much of a story. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like the witness me blood bag and spraying the stuff on their face
So dope.
and stuff like that, and the chase scenes and everything, where it kind of was just like, oh, and the guy playing the guitar on a flaming
That
thing.
shit's so metal,
like
though.
so crazy. Like I felt it leaned into that more than Furiosa did, because Furiosa was trying to tell more of a story, and I understand that, but that's for that what it is. Like I liked Fury Road better.
I'm not
And
mad at you for liking Fury Road better.
There are
Fury Road's good.
there are also times where I went to see it with a friend. Let's call her Sarah. Who?
Sarah.
And I turned to my friend and I said, like halfway through, I just turned to her and I went, I don't care. You know what I mean? Like it was one of those moments where I was
mean,
like,
that's fair.
I mean, Chris Hemsworth did a great job, Alan Taylor-Joy did a great job, and there were some spectacular, you know, over the top scenes, and like you said, the
you
scene
look-
with the arm and the
telling
Chris
you,
Hemsworth
Chris
at the
Hemsworth,
end was
yep.
pretty good, which is why it's an 8 out of 10. I just, like, I think Dune 2 is like clearly better. You know what I mean?
Clearly better. I don't. I mean, I can see why you feel that way. Like I said, if you didn't invest in the character and you weren't really caring about him, then yeah, that's obviously going to affect your score. But I bought in completely. I just thought it was so compelling, so cool to see two different versions of the same coin. Like, Dementis and Furiosa are essentially the same type of character. They kind of go down separate paths, and I just love that dynamic of like, as he loses hope, there is no hope.
Yeah.
She gains hope.
Yeah.
And like when that comes to a head, at that, like I said, at that end scene, it's just so incredible.
Yeah.
It's just so great, man. It's 10 out of 10 for me.
Well,
Speaking of movies that maybe bored us during our theater experience, what's your take on Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes?
I like Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes. I think it's an interesting new take on the Planet of the Apes franchise. It felt a lot more fantasy. It felt like Lord of the Ringsy, I guess if you could say. But
Are you
it
saying that the Lord of the Rings movies are that boring?
I mean, they are glorified hiking movies, if you want to be honest.
What do you think of Lord of the Rings?
I'm gonna piss a lot of people off, but I have not seen them.
We have yet to have somebody on this podcast
who has seen
that
them?
either likes Lord of the Rings or has seen them. I've never seen them. Andrew saw them a million years ago.
Oh, we got to clink that. Come on now.
I'm not clinking that. I like Lord of the Rings.
I want to watch it and see. I just haven't
I
invested.
watched Fellowship, 6 out of 10.
Because I feel like I want to watch that in the theater when they come. You know how they do the screenings. I feel like I need to experience those in the theater to really appreciate them even more. The extended versions too.
No,
It'd be crazy.
I'm out of it.
Well, I think the one takeaway for this episode is, well, first off, we're over time, so we'll do underrated, overrated on the Patreon, perhaps. Go check that out. But the takeaway is, Love and Thunder is just a repeat of Ragnarok.
It is.
Suck my nuts.